Hello YouTubers, Fast Daddy here again. Today I'm working on this 1999 Chevy S-10. The problem with this truck is that there is no backup lights. So with that being said, I have, I'll show you what that does here. Turn the truck on. It's in the on position. And I put it in reverse. It's a manual transmission. And let's check the lights. So went online and checked out a lot of different sites, and everybody seems to be pointing at the grounds on the back of the truck. This one right here would be one, and so I cleaned that one out and made no difference. Checked all my wires. Obviously there's a mess right now because I'm working on it. On the opposite side there is another ground. It's just this one right here. Cleaned that one out. Nothing happened. So basically I'm back to square one. Checked all the junctions right here. This one here turns out to be fine. All the wires. Here is the backup switch, which is located on the passenger side on the transmission. Brand new. Check the wires. I'm getting juice in there, so it's telling me that that is working fine. I follow those two wires all the way to the fuse box, and they're working just fine. Like I said, it's brand new. Well, here we go. Back to the fuses. I got the truck ready turned on, and so I'm just gonna look up for the fuse that belongs to the backup switch. This one right here, 25 amps. Go back here. You can see there's this one right here, and it's got juice. Remember that there is two more grounds right here. There's one. Here's another one. As you can see, those are actually very bad. That could be the problem right there. So I'm gonna clean those out and see what happens. There is also another ground right over where the battery is, right underneath it. So you got to take the battery out, and so you have access to that other ground. Clean it out. Just remove this one ground. Doesn't look pretty. So I'm gonna clean that one out. By the way, this is a 10mm bolt. So obviously a 10mm socket. Trying to find this problem, but you know, the obvious thing, it's just a bad ground. Usually if it's an older vehicle, more than likely your problems are going to be bad grounds a lot of times. So as you can see, that one looks real bad. I'm surprised that actually some of those fuses were still working. Well, I'm gonna clean that out. Well, we're back at it. As you can see, I already cleaned the terminals, the grounds, and checked the lights, and still don't work.
Last night it was getting pretty late, and I just didn't have the patience to keep on going because I checked the wires, the fuses again and again and again and again and again. Checked all the grounds again. Checked the backup switch again, and I mean everything checked out, but had no luck. So went to AutoZone and got myself another backup switch, basically the same one, same one. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replace the other brand new backup switch and see what that does. And before we do that, I'm gonna test it out, and basically this is how this backup switch looks like. You obviously need your multimeter. I'm gonna set it up here so you can kind of see how I do this. Okay, so that has been set, and the way this one works is you got this little ball here, and when you put your truck or your car in reverse, this little ball here is pressed down like this when it's in reverse, and that completes the circuit, and that's when you have backup lights. If this ball is not pressed all the way down, it does not complete the circuit and you don't have any backup lights. So let's test it out real quick, see what that does. So what I'm looking for is continuity. Once I press that little ball here, or yeah, once I press that ball, I should have continuity, and that is going to tell me if the backup switch is working or not. So here we go. Okay, so that is telling me that this backup switch is working. Obviously it's brand new, but it doesn't hurt to test it out before you put it in. It's a pain in the ass to get it, get it out. Not that hard, but hard enough that it's so easy to test it out before you put it in. So that's kind of what I do all the time anyways. So I'm gonna put it in and I'll let you know what happens after that. Well guys, I got the switch back on. Let's try it out. The truck right now, it's in reverse. We got lights. Neutral. No lights. Reverse again. Lights. Well, here we go, guys. I just got the backup switch out of the truck, and it looks fine. That little ball here, it's not sticking. And let's check it out with a multimeter. I'm gonna check it out the same way that I did the other one. Okay. So, see what happens. Well, according to my multimeter, this backup switch is working fine. But when it was in the truck, it wasn't working. I pulled it out, put it back in again, pulled it out, put it back in again, didn't work. Got a replacement. Guess what? Replacement did work. So with that being said, I guess that the lesson that we gotta learn here, or at least that I learned, is that not all the parts that you buy new are good. There's probably 1% that they have a defect somehow and they just don't work like this one did. So I'm gonna take this backup switch to AutoZone and get a refund, get my $14 back. Well, anyways, if I would have known that, I would have just gone to AutoZone and get a replacement, and I would have saved me a lot of work. Even though all the work that I did in my truck, I mean cleaning all the grounds and checking all the fuses and whatnot, it was probably a good thing, because as you can see, all the grounds were pretty bad, especially the ones in the front of the truck. But the ones that I was mainly concerned about were the ones in the back, because that's where I was having the problems or the issues with my backup lights. And you know, it could also affect your turn signals, your brake lights, and everything. But with that being said, you know, it was a good thing that I did all that work. But I mean, knowing that knowing now that the backup switch was the problem to begin with, even though it was brand new. I mean, Jesus. I mean, it's just irritating, I guess. So if you like the video, subscribe. Fast at it again. I'll probably have another video coming up next that I'm working on, and I'll keep on watching. Thank you.